Welcome to today's show. We have two great follow-ups as well as a flashback, but I'll let you talk about the great shows first.
All right. Kim Finley, who had a 100-year-old house.
When you're working in a house that old, you have to preserve the integrity of the house.
Right.
A lot of people want to make sure that the house is not changed. So those are unique challenges that we face that our guys are really good at dealing with.
The second one is Mrs. Sparks, Sharon Sparks. It's a laundry room, complicated little space as well. You just think, oh, laundry room. And we want to see how they're living with it.
Right.
How it's improved their life.
So we'll visit those two clients. We hope you enjoy that. And we have our flashback. So sit back and enjoy the show.
My name is Kim Finley. This house is 100 years old. It was literally built 100 years ago this year. This was my boyfriend's house. Originally, he's been here for about 18 years or so. He bought it himself when he was young, when his son was born. So when we got together and we decided that we would live together and get a house together, we then decided to just hang on to this and build some value into it, redo it, rehab it, so that down the road we can sell it and actually make a profit. And also live in it happily for a while, because I need clarity and I need space and I need storage. And that is what the problems we run into in a 100-year-old home. Both of us are avid readers. We both have a bajillion books, as you can see. And Tamra, who's our designer, was out here like 3 times because I kept changing my mind about what I wanted and then I wasn't sure, because I knew I wanted floor to ceiling. And it's been great. Loved it, love it, every minute of it. What you'll see is that the bookshelves are not the same size. It's because the walls themselves are not the same size and we had stuff to deal with, but they did give me some added features, which I really like. The framing on these bookcases, this part, and the kind of roundedness, the way it looks here, the way it's covered, that was a little bit of an upgrade, and I really love it because it fits a little bit more in the period of this home. We have a lot of framing, so I kind of like that it at least sort of echoed that. And then if you'll look at this one, we also had to accommodate for the radiator pipes. And with these, it was great because we got drawers on both sides, but these drawers are a little bit longer. And if you look down here, we keep a lot of our CDs and DVDs in those. And I love them because they move super smooth and quiet, and they're not overly, they're not hard to move. They're not heavy or awkward feeling. And this is done the same way the other side was, with the added trim all the way up to mimic the trim in the house. These are adjustable shelves. We kind of left them the way they put them in, although he did ask me when he was here how I wanted them, which was very helpful. We may at some point rearrange things. It's just that's so specific and we haven't got that far yet. But I'm sure one day we're gonna rearrange, because I would love to have like a top shelf or a middle shelf that's just strictly picture frames or my decorative pottery or something like that, just to have a dedicated, more narrow shelf for something like that. And some of our books are kind of substantial. So we do like the flexibility of it, we just really haven't exercised it yet. So now we're gonna go upstairs and I will show you our built-in closet and also our closet pathway to Narnia. Okay, so in here we actually had 2 closets done. So, more or less. The first one, this is the original closet. This is the original 100-year-old closet that was built into this house in this room. 2 people, once upon a time, shared this all by themselves. Closet Factory came in, and I don't know if you can see, they put in literally from floor to ceiling shelves, gave us much stronger racks because the other ones were like bending under the weight of the clothes that Scott had in there. It just enabled us to have a little bit more organization. We're still organizing. But this was a great way to start. So that was the original. This is the one that they built in for us. This space was originally an alcove that led to a doorway that went into the other room that's behind this room. So if you can see, this was built out several inches to give us a little bit more depth because you could see how narrow and not deep that closet was. This one, when you open it, also goes floor to ceiling. It's fabulous. And we like this one because, again, it works for both of us. This kind of lower rack, this is all my shirts and things. I can stack my shoes. I can do whatever I need with my space. Here, this is all his stuff. He can reach it all and I don't have to. And then up top, we've got like sweaters and dressy clothes and things that we don't use every day. It's a very easily organized thing. And everything is movable. If we want to rearrange where the rods are, if we want to pull the shelves lower, we can do all that. It gives us the same kind of flexibility that we had on the bookshelves downstairs we have up here, which is really, really nice. And the funnest part of this closet is the fact that there's a doorway. If you want to, there you go. That's the old door. It's still there. Just like I was telling you about not filling in the back pieces on the closet downstairs, we kept the doorway here just for fun. And every now and then when we have parties and everyone's had a lot of wine, people try to climb in the closet to see if they shut the doors, if in fact a door to Narnia will open up behind them. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping, because I really feel like that could happen here. So we've now reached the end of my Closet Factory journey, and I do want to say how much I appreciate Tamra and her staff and the Closet Factory in general for all the great storage solutions they gave me and my family. As a realtor, I, more than most people, probably understand the value that they bring to homes and to increasing the value of your usable space. It's very important what they do. Thank you, Tamra, for all your design help and your patience with me. And thank you, Closet Factory, for everything you did for my family to increase our storage space in this very, very old house with almost none. You've made it livable for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all.
More from the archives. Enjoy the Closet Factory Flashback. So, Beth, here's the moment we've been waiting for, the Grand Master Closet.
Oh, wow. Tammy, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Turned out awesome.
Thank you. There's a couple of great things I love about his side as well that aren't on her side. So the pant racks, they're super, because there's a couple of reasons that I love to use them when I can, and people don't understand why they're special. But first of all, obviously they slide out. So it brings the clothes to you. You're not reaching or looking behind the panels inside the section. The other thing is the hangers are always where they should be. They can't live anywhere else. They don't fit anywhere else.
Gotcha.
So you always have the hanger in the proper place. They also have a very low profile, so they take up a lot less height than a regular hanger would.
Okay.
So in this particular usage, we were able to put a slanted shoe shelf under the pants.
Nice.
Because of the height that we didn't have to use for the hanger.
Very nice.
Right.
Very
so,
nice. Very cool.
Yeah, and then above he'll keep his shirts that go with those slacks. So it's very, very organized, and every section has its own use of clothing.
Very nice.
So Beth, the last thing I wanted to point out on the back wall
Nice.
was the L shelves. We got
Great.
puzzled on how to make that all work together with the mirrored doors and have it flow. And that was a really good suggestion.
You used the space perfectly, because I just didn't like it dying into the corner there,
Right.
just kind of a dead space. So when you suggested that L corner, it was perfect for that.
Good, good.
That's
No wasted space either with an L shelf.
It was great.
The customization that Closet Factory was able to do, or is able to do, really makes it limitless to work around these kind of oddities. So to see it finished, oh, it's like, oh,
It's
all
nice,
right.
isn't it? Yeah.
Because it's always different. Every design is different.
Yeah, and like we said, in the master bedroom, because of all the windows and the bed wall, there just wasn't anywhere for dressers or chest of drawers. So you accommodated plenty of shelving. We've got the drawers in here, the hamper space. I mean, we just didn't need dressers out there at all. So that was awesome in here.
Good, good. And as you said, there's
They're pretty.
a bank of drawers. We made sure that he had a nice bank of drawers here, so his undergarments, everything he needs to get dressed is all in one spot. And it's just so much quicker to get ready in the morning.
It's nice. He's got a charging station for his phone and any of his electronics he needs to charge overnight. He's got a tie rack, pants rack, belt rack that's coming. So it's just great organizational pieces.
I hope they're as happy as we are.
Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know how they couldn't be. You know?
So, what do you think?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Is it what you hoped for?
It's gorgeous. She's gonna love it.
I hope so. I really do. I thought it was just a wonderful combination of colors and textures.
It was a challenge with them because of the his and hers. She didn't want a dark closet, he didn't want a white closet, so that's how we kind of ended up with the mix of the two in here, as we tried to appease her and him together, but I do love the way it turned out. It's
Me
beautiful.
too. Me too.
Great.
So the center island we kept in the antique white, and you suggested we do the fluting on the back wall, mirrored doors to tie that in.
Beautiful.
I think it really worked.
Great, good, thank you.
Yes, so as you can see, she's got 24 drawers in her island. So she really doesn't have a need for a dresser in the bedroom.
Exactly, with the windows in there and the way the bedroom lays out, there just wasn't enough wall space to get dressers in there, really. So that definitely took care of the problem.
It did. It was a great solution. And she's got an entire wall of hanging. They didn't want to see any of the bore holes on the panels, so we just did what we call required holes only.
Nice.
And it has a much cleaner
It is
finished look.
very pretty.
And I love the finish that you chose for the rods, and the hardware selection was fantastic. Behind you, we have her hampers. So these are pull-out hampers. Canvas liners, pop them out, take them to the washroom.
Really nice, nice feature.
And
We had
then,
her hampers and his hampers.
yes, exactly. We tried to keep it separated.
Yes.
So again, it just keeps things more organized.
I agree.
And then behind these doors, the frosted glass doors, we have shoe shelving. And this is one of the very few places that we put the bore line for full adjustability for the height of her heels.
Great,
So she could get as much in there as possible.
great. The frosted doors are nice too because they were concerned about their not so pretty shoes being out in the open, so it was a way to hide it but still kind of give it a little bit of light in there, so it really looked nice.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
thought it was great.
Great
And then
feature.
of course in the center, they will put the shoes that they do want to see. And golly, let's face it, there are awfully pretty shoes out there on the market.
Oh yeah, they
So
deserve that.
some of them are works of art, so it's almost like a display cabinet. And the lower sections are for boots. So not only did we want to design the island to replace the dresser, we also have some unique opportunity because of the space in here to utilize an ironing board for touch-up.
Yeah.
So in the top drawer here is a ironing board.
What a nice feature. You don't have to get a big heavy ironing board out all the time. It's right there. It swivels, easy to use.
I know.
Necessary.
It's just a great item. And we placed it in this particular drawer just because of spacing. So she won't be interfering with the hanging clothes. So we used shelving in this
Nice.
corner. So there was no more protrusion than necessary.
Very cool.
You know, it's really fun working with interior designers like you, Beth. It really is. It gives me a different perspective of the room.
Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed working with you all. We all kind of know what space we have and what we like in it, but you guys are the experts of getting it laid out and where it all flowed nicely. You know, you guys were very concerned about the island placement so that we had enough space between the hanging and the island itself. So just all the details that you looked over really made a great team between the two of us. I think the client's going to love it. I think they've waited long enough. They've waited 1.5 years now to get in, and I think once they start getting stuff in place, they're going to realize how much the Closet Factory has helped with their organization of the closets and their storage needs. Closet Factory was great to work with on this project. They made everything very easy, helped with the layout of the design. We helped me with the finishes to get those straight. Made a lot of good suggestions along the way that I might not have necessarily thought of in the planning of the closet. So it really was a great teamwork with them.
Wow, what a project. This was tremendous. I'm so happy the way it turned out. I hope the homeowners are too. Beth Gilbert from Gilbert Interiors is fantastic to work with. Carol DeBacco, a lead designer at Closet Factory, was instrumental. Jeff Brzezzi, the owner of the company, did a lot of designing. It was just a lot of fun. Sam Cohen with Joey Corp, the builder of this house, and the builder of our Homerama house, which is where I'm heading now to do all the closets there.
I am Sharon Sparks. I am here in my brand new laundry room that Closet Factory did for me today. And I'm waiting for Tamra to show it because she has not seen the finished product yet. We loved this neighborhood. We had friends here, we had family in this neighborhood already. And it's very kid friendly and there's lots of room where you can just let them run. It's very safe, it's a village, everybody raises each other's kids here. Colonial style wasn't really my style, so as you can see from the inside, I've kind of changed that a little bit. But we love it here. So we do love doing projects ourselves. We've done pretty much everything ourselves. We've never hired a professional until this bathroom, downstairs bathroom remodel, which was a disaster. It took way longer than it should have. And we've had to finish it ourselves. When I decided to redo the laundry room, I reached out to my Facebook friends and said, hey, has anyone ever dealt with Closet Factory before? And I had several come back and say yes. And they had had several projects, not just one. They'd had them come back and do other projects. And Tamra's name was mentioned specifically. So I called Tamra and said, all right, we're gonna try this one more time. Have somebody else help us because we're just running out of time getting all these projects done. So Tamra came out and assured me that would not happen on this project. And it did not. It was a blessing.
Hello everybody, I'm Tamra and I'm here at the Sparks house to see their laundry room. It's especially exciting for me because I was only here for part of the installation, so I never saw the finished space, but I get to see it today and I get to see how she's functioning with it. So I'm incredibly excited. I hope you are too. Let's go inside and see everything. Hey.
Oh, come on in.
I'm so excited. Can I look?
Yes, you may.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it beautiful?
It looks so nice. I mean, the last time I was here, your bathroom wasn't even finished.
I know.
So this whole, it just flows. It's beautiful. It's just like we wanted it to be.
Exactly.
So I want to see how everything's working for you. So show me around.
Okay, so let's start here. Here's our broom closet that we designed.
Plenty of storage.
I know, and look, everything has its place.
And you have an outlet in there?
Yes,
so it can be
an outlet for
charging.
my Dyson. And all the drawers.
So you
I
like
love
the
it. They're all soft
trays.
closed. Yeah, I love it. It's so much space. I have more room, actually, than I have stuff now.
Well, that makes you look like a minimalist, right?
Yes. That's my goal. So the big cabinet, I needed some pull-out drawers for all of my cleaners, rags, brushes, all my refills go on the bottom. So I needed a big area on the bottom so I could put all my heavy refill bottles. Then all my squirt bottles with cleaners and stuff are up closer to where I could use them. Dusters, everything that I needed has a space, and I can get to it easily. Next is the laundry bin.
Very
Over
nice.
That. This was a must-have for all
Yes.
the dish towels and everything downstairs. That's perfect. That's really big too. And our little utility.
Everybody needs one of those.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And the special towel rack.
That took some research,
Yes.
but boy, that is perfect.
Yeah, that was a great use of that little space, which we didn't know what to do with.
The dog food.
Yay! That's what we designed to store all of our animal pet food and treats. That was perfect.
Well, the bins are smaller too.
Yes, and you measured every single piece so they.
Yes, I did. I have a whole page
That was
of
awesome.
measurements.
The cabinet under the sink was specifically made for cat and dog food and treats. I have a laundry basket that pulls out from a cabinet because I wanted, even though I don't have a lot of laundry downstairs, what I do have is a bathroom with towels, wash rags, all my kitchen towels and kitchen rags. I didn't want to carry those upstairs to the hamper, so I have a laundry basket down here for that stuff.
Is it handy having 2 towel racks?
I love them, yes, yes.
Okay.
I love having them, see? They're already in use. And then this countertop turned out beautiful. I love the color. It matches my floors going into the kitchen, which is how we wanted to tie it all together in the first place.
And it does do that.
Yeah,
It's really
and it's
pretty.
really great for folding on.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I didn't have a folding table, so.
It's a very pretty top too. I like the wood grain.
Yeah, it does. And then we have our cabinets up
Perfect.
here.
And they're not full either.
They're not.
Oh, you found somewhere to hide vases? Gosh, this is great.
Yes, and I get a little space for decorating, which I wanted.
That was a big deal.
It was.
Because at first we weren't even going to have any shelves in the middle.
Right.
It was just going to be open wall. But I do like the way that that's.
We have more cabinets over the laundry, over my washer and dryer, which holds my laundry detergent, dryer sheets, all that kind of thing, and more animal supplies. But it is so easy because I can now just pull out my laundry detergent, pour it in, put it back up there, and keep it nice and clean looking. And this is great. I'm so glad we ended up going with in the back in here. And the hooks for the coats and our little shoe space. So yeah, I have more knickknacks in here.
So that's just hidden
Yeah,
storage,
it is.
basically. It looks really
Candles,
pretty.
anything I use for this bathroom is pretty much in here.
So the hooks, you like the spacing on them?
Yep.
Okay, the hat's adorable, by the way.
All right, thank you.
Are you going to get a cushion?
Yes, I would like to get a cushion and have it covered, maybe to bring a little more color in the room because it's pretty bright in here.
It is, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a
Looks
very
so
clean look, which is what I wanted.
Well, thank you for the privilege of doing this project for you. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you.
And Nick was
I'm
a good
glad
installer.
somebody recommended you to me.
Oh, well. I
That
get
was
a lot of
awesome.
clients that way. And Nick was a good installer.
Yes, very good.
Very
One
good.
day. One day installation, and you promised that was going to happen, and it did.
And how long did it take for your bathroom to be
At
redone?
least 9 months, if not a little longer. And when I said I do not want to go through that again, you promised it would not happen, and it didn't. It was right on target. Yeah, he was great.
Thank you.
Thank you. The fiasco with the bathroom was a nightmare because I just had surgery. I thought it was going to be done. I was guaranteed it would be done before Thanksgiving. It was not. Then it was not done before Christmas or New Year's or Valentine's Day, or, it just kept going and going. And I think we finally finished around March. And even then it wasn't completely finished. My husband and I had to finish up the little things. So Tamra, said that would not happen with us. I guarantee it. And I said, okay, I'm going to trust you. We're going to do this one more time. Try to let somebody else do some work in here. And sure enough, they came in one day, installed it. Nick came out. He did the installation. He was great, and he just cleaned up everything afterwards. It was pristine. So it was a dream. And now I can enjoy my laundry room.